hundreds and thousands of times. Oh, we all seem to know the easy definition. It takes away original sin. Is that the end of it? Many people think it is. They're baptized when they're infants, and you'll hardly hear anyone speak about it afterwards. I wonder how many of you sitting here today know the exact day on which you were baptized. If I asked you to raise your hand, there might be a few. Well, I know mine. I make it a point to know mine, which was the 25th day of June, 1 month exactly after my birth. I don't need to give you the year. But it's important, because it's a day for celebration, just as your birthday is. See, we don't think much about baptism as adults. We who were baptized as infants, and those who were baptized later on, it left a deeper impression. But see, baptism is an ongoing sacrament. It doesn't stop when our parents take us out of the church after we were baptized. That doesn't stop. It continues in our lives what we received. Think for a moment what we heard today. Jesus goes into the water. As he goes into the water, he is baptized by John. And then what happens? The heavens open. A dove appears in the form of the Spirit, which he receives. And what's the words he hears from his Father? This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. Wouldn't we all love to hear those words? This is my beloved Son, or my beloved daughter, in whom I am well pleased. This is an ongoing sacrament, my brothers and sisters. It's not something that happened years ago. Its effects are happening and can happen in each of our lives every single day. Look what Jesus did after he was baptized. Where did he go? He went off to the desert for 40 days and 40 nights. Why? So he had an encounter with the devil? No. He went off to prepare himself for what he was called to do, to bring the good news to all living people. As we heard in the second read, no partiality. To all living people. And it wasn't just words. It was actions. Cured the lame. He forgave sinners. He opened the eyes of the blind. Well, you can go on with the list forever. But he took the words in which he gave and he put them into life. He made them come alive. That's what baptism's about. You and I have received tremendous grace from God when we were baptized. What have we done with that? Have we enriched people's lives? Have we made people's lives much better because we have reached out to the lame? We have reached out to those who are suffering, those who are in pain, those who are desperate. Have we done that? How can we say, I'm a Christian, when we haven't done it? Because if we had, this world be a better place. A much better place. And it can be a better place. Because you and I have that potential. We have that power to make changes. That's the sacrament of baptism. It opens up doors for us that we've never had before. Opens up doors for us to bring in new life. To bring Christ to each other. Whether it be at the dining room table, or in the workplace, or in the schoolyard, no matter where. The sacrament's at work. But it's not going to work unless you and I grab a hold of it and put it into use, day in and day out. Yes, we must be merciful. We must be forgiving. And there are many, many of you who are that. Many of you who do reach out, many of you go to even places like Andre House, other places where you give of your time and your service to help those who are less fortunate. That's wonderful. That's your baptism coming to work. We don't come home from our ordinary job, close the door, and that's the end. No, it's not the end. When we sit down with our family, with our children, and our kids have problems maybe with somebody at school, they're not getting along with them, are we there to help them along the way to find a positive way of making that relationship better? That's why we're a family. I spoke about that a few weeks ago. But my sisters and brothers, this is such a powerful sacrament. And that we as Christians, we call ourselves Christians, but if we're not living out a Christian life, how can we say I'm a Christian? Oh, sure, I was baptized, but I haven't taken that grace and I haven't used it. It's there. It's there. Grab a hold of it. Run with it. Embrace your brothers and sisters. Forgive them. Nothing is so great that we cannot forgive others or show mercy to others. The sacrament of baptism will be with us till the day we die. Jesus received that Spirit. He has shown us the way that you and I have to live our lives. It's a challenge. It's a challenge for you. It's a challenge for me every day. I can tell you many cases where I haven't responded, and I should have. When you look at your own lives, ask yourself, I say I'm a baptized Christian, but what has that led me? Where has it brought me? How do I help change people's lives? My brothers and sisters, we are one in the sacrament of baptism. We have our work cut out for us. We look around our country. We don't have to look at other countries. Look around our own neighborhood and see the things that need to be fixed and mended. We come together as groups and say, let's work on this, whether it's with agriculture or whether it's with the air pollution, whatever else it might be. We work together as a team, because then, with all our power, we can change things, whether it's in the legislature or some other place. God gives you that power. And each of us are called to use it, day in and day out. So, as we progress, and as we move along each and every day, look how blessed you are, how blessed I am. I am thankful to God every day that I'm here. Not just alive, but I'm here at this place. Because it has benefited me as an individual. It helps me come aware of what I've got to do more so than what I've done before. It's a challenge. Yes, Jesus took the time to step away from all that. How many times have we heard throughout the gospel, what did Jesus do? He went away to a quiet place to pray, to listen to the Spirit speaking within him. How many times do we do that? How many times do we walk away to a quiet place, or even go to a park, wherever it might be, and sit there quietly and listen to that voice? Not open a prayer book. Because if you open a prayer book and say 1,000 prayers, you're not allowing God in. Think about it. Close the book. Listen. Listen to your heart. Hear what God's calling you to. Because every single one of us in this room have the talent, have the grace to make changes, no matter how small and no matter how large. It's a challenge. It's a big challenge. That God gives you, and all of you, as well as myself, that grace every single day to make a difference. Are we ready? Are we really ready to accept that and live out our baptism? Not just when we were infants, but today. this very day. Look at the changes you can make. You've got the power. Use it. Because if you don't, who will?